3 tips that make it an insurance carrier to pay more money at mediation. In a typical scenario, I'll go to mediation with a client and we will meet with a mediator, and at the mediation will also be an insurance representative, possibly their client as well. And so what happens before the mediation is my client and I will present a mediation summary to the mediator, providing all the facts, a little bit of what happened, medical records, things like that to the mediator. So the mediator's got a good idea of what's going on. But even more important than that is you need to make sure that the insurance company that you're asking to pay money for the party that they insure has all the information they need. So first they have to know about liability. They need to know if it was a car accident, they need a police report. If it's something different, slip and fall, whatever, they'll want to have witness statements, whatever they can get from you to help them understand that the person or company they insure is at fault for my client's injuries. So you give them the information they need to know about fault, and then you also give them the information they need to know about damages. And that would be medical bills, medical records, lost earnings, all the things they need to do their number crunching so they can come up with what they believe a settlement value is going to be. Prior to the mediation, the mediator is going to either not the mediator, the insurance adjuster is going to roundtable with other people at the insurance company or maybe meet with a supervisor. They're going to come up with a range of where they think this case is going to settle based on the individual facts of the case and based on actual settlements they've already had in similar kinds of cases. So they should be fairly prepared. You go to mediation and we're going back and forth and you kind of get to a logjam where the insurance company's here and we're here. And so how do you bridge that gap? Well, telling an insurance representative they're stupid, they don't know what they're doing, that gets you nowhere. That's going to get them to dig in their heels probably and end the mediation. So I don't recommend that avenue. One of the best ways to get more money from an insurance company is to provide them with new information. And this new information can be a new medical appointment somebody needs to go to. It could be some facts from the case looked at in a different way, because when you give a claims insurance person new information, they can take it up the chain if they need to and say, hey, you know what? We thought that the settlement range would be here, but it really is worth more money because of this new information. So whatever you can come up with that appears to be new information, provide that to your insurance adjuster so that insurance adjuster can present it to the manager or roundtable it again in order to try to get more money to put on the claim. Now, the second tip you can use is trial. And no, it doesn't mean just go to trial. What I'm talking about is trial is expensive. And of course, this cuts both ways. Trial is expensive for me. Trial is expensive for the insurance company. And so how does this help you? Well, let's pretend this is a personal injury case. You feel your case is worth, okay, not you. My client feels this case is worth $75,000. The other side feels the case is worth only $40,000. So we're sort of at a logjam here. So what do? Well, we can tell the insurance company, hey, look, this trial is going to be 5 to 7 days. Your defense counsel is going to have to go to trial. Your doctor's going to have to go to trial. Your experts are going to have to go to trial. And this trial may be $50,000, $100,000. So even if you're at your best day, let's say you get a cheap trial at $50,000 and then you get the number you're looking for, which is $40,000. Well, now you're out $90,000, but you can settle today and not risk me winning and getting a bigger number for a lot less than your best day at trial plus the attorney's fees. Sometimes that argument works on insurance companies. Sometimes they say, oh, all our attorneys are staff counsel and we don't even consider that. But a lot of times this is a good argument to at least raise. It may get you somewhere, and of course it may not. So the third tip is be patient. Often mediations will go all day long. And insurance adjusters know this. They do this all the time. It's no big deal. It's just another claim number, and they just want to resolve the file, close it so they can move on to the next one. For a client who's actually been injured, this is really a big deal. So while it may seem that, oh my gosh, this is taking so long, what's going on? You need to be patient, because the worst thing to do is just get impatient with the whole thing and just take a number just so you can be done with it that day. So don't do that. What you may do is spend your time at mediation looking at facts to try to find things to help move the other side along, to show them, hey, this is a different way of looking at things. Here's some new facts. If that's not what you want to do, bring a good book, play some games. Just know if it's set from 9 to 5, it may go from 9 to 5, and the other side probably knows you're going to get worn down and be more likely to take a number that you wouldn't take at 9 in the morning at 5 o'clock. So be patient. It may be well worth your while.